at a time where you'd think that like all of the malls would be popping. It's Black Friday, everyone's in the black, spending money, buying stuff we don't need. The food court's packed, the parking lots are jammed, the traffic, the spending. Americans spent $9 billion on Black Friday this year, let alone the entire holiday season. I'm sure it's probably double that. And so the issue is the malls are out of here, baby. It's just not looking good for the future of the malls in this country. So to start, we of course get the announcement that maybe potentially there were rumors a few years ago, maybe. But the owners of Capital City Mall just down the street just declared bankruptcy. So they're giving full control of that mall back to the banks. Now, I'm sure the banks are going to go out and find a new owner and then just it'll be squared away. The mall might survive. Like there's still new businesses going in as we speak. Like there's a Taco Bell that's not open yet. They just put in a new restaurant the other day. New businesses are popping up every week. We've got all the holiday stuff in there now. So like but I'm sure all that stuff's scheduled out a year in advance. So who knows the future of that? The Harrisburg Mall, Bass Pro Shop, that whole situation, they've got to be out by January 31st. Now, not the Bass Pro Shop. I just use that as a location marker. That's the mall I'm talking about in Harrisburg. Bass Pro Shop isn't going anywhere. Trust me. That Bass Pro Shop brings in way too much revenue for them to kick that out. But all the other stores attached to it in the mall, they've got until January 31st to get out of that Harrisburg Mall. And so that one is pretty much done too. York, the Galleria, I'm almost positive is a casino and a gym now. They put in a gym just a few years ago and a casino a few years ago as well. Like it, so there's a food court, but last time I was there, maybe 10, 15 years ago, it was a ghost town. The West Manchester Mall hasn't been a mall since they renovated the whole outside. And so, and then the other Harrisburg Mall with the Red Lobster and the Buffalo Wild Wings that now is out of there. There's no more malls left in central Pennsylvania. We have Park City, thank goodness. I think the Apple Store and just the sheer size of that mall is keeping it afloat. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for Park City. But as far as everything else goes, in central Pennsylvania, the malls are done, babe. Like, don't expect to go to the mall anymore. And I mean, talk about the days. Talk about just a mere 15, 20 years ago when going to the mall was something that you did on like a Tuesday evening with your group of friends. And that's where you were from after school till like 8 or 9 o'clock at night when you decided to get home eventually, however you got home, whether it was a ride from your friend or your mom or the bus or walked home or whatever the situation was. The mall was your safe haven. You ran from security guards, you cussed at them, you stole things, you ordered off the dollar menu at McDonald's every time. If you went to the mall with $5 to $10 in your pocket, you were golden for an afternoon. You could walk around, chill on the bench, go into the shops, make friends with the associates, eventually get a job at the mall. Being at the mall was a lifestyle. I mean, there's plenty of times where it just, those were, and even when we got into dating, even a date was walking around at the mall. Yo, what do you want to do now? You want to get dinner and then go to the mall? Like, because our friends were there, we would hang out in the food court, we get Taco Bell. It would be one of the most poppin' spots on a Friday, Saturday night, to the point where us teenagers created so many problems that like after a certain o'clock, a certain time at night, they wouldn't let minors in without adults. It was an issue. Like, we started taking over the mall scene. And so it's just kind of crazy to see that. I mean, I'm kind of thinking it's along the same lines with movie theaters. Who knows how those are going to go within the next few years? They're kind of okay now, I think, maybe. We'll see. But like, man, the mall experience is just, it's out now. It's out in the open. There's no insides anymore. And listen, even the shopping centers aren't doing great. Like if you don't have like a 2023 chicken spot and a crumble cookie, your shopping center might be on the brink of bankruptcy as well. Like if you're still rocking a Chili's and like a Chipotle and a KFC in your shopping center, like 2024 better be your year to make some power moves, babe. But other than that, you're probably on your way out. You need a 2023 chicken spot. And I'm talking about Dave's Hot Chicken. I'm talking about Raising Cane's. And so unless you have one of those two in your shopping center, it's not looking good. Because as far as I'm concerned, from 2023 into 2024, Raising Cane's and Dave's Hot Chicken is going to single-handedly replace KFC's and Popeyes. Okay? You're going to see less and less KFC, less and less Popeyes, and more Dave's Hot Chicken, and more Raising Cane's. It's the 2023-2024 chicken model. I'm sorry. It's coming. It's here. We've already got 2 Dave's Hot Chickens. I'm sure more are coming. Raising Cane's are coming next year. They're popping up everywhere. Let's go, babe. We're here for it. And so you just need that. You just need a 2023 chicken spot next to a crumble cookie or within a 5 to 10 minute radius. Get yourself a crumble cookie and a freaking Raising Cane's. Woo! Boy, that's an easy 20 to 30 to $50 million in revenue a year. If you're not on the wave and you're just putting in silly stuff like freaking Ruby Tuesdays and Chili's and Applebee's and like other old beat freaking franchise chain restaurants that millennials are trying their hardest to get rid of, but the dollar margaritas reel us back in every time. I mean, it is what it is, but I think it's time. It's time for the rise of Raising Cane's and the crumble cookie, dude. You know what I mean? So the malls are just, it's crazy. It's crazy to see the era come to the end. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe they'll make a resurgence, maybe not. But something tells me we're going to see more and more mall closures here in the next few years.